Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Rajan. Today I'm here to talk about happiness. I got nothing else to do, super broke right now, and I've always wanted to make YouTube videos consistently. Since I was like fucking 14 or 15. I mean, I remember being a kid and playing video games and thinking like, hey, it'd be so cool to stream this. I had like a little intro I would do in my head when I was playing. I was a weird kid, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I'm just gonna start doing this now. Don't know what I'm gonna talk about in these videos. I don't really think these videos are really gonna do any numbers or anything, which would, it'd be cool if they could, so I could make some money and afford to house myself and stuff like that. But really, all I want from this is just a creative outlet. One thing about me is I don't really like one-sided conversations, so I don't like just sitting here talking to myself for more than 5 or 10 minutes. So these videos are going to be really short. So yeah, I guess I'll just like say a little bit about me. So yeah, my name's Rajan. People are always surprised to know that I'm mixed white and Indian. People hear my name and they see how I look and they just assume that I'm full Indian, but I'm half white too. I was born here in America. I was born in the Bay Area in California, if you know where that is. I was born in Fremont, actually, which is kind of near San Jose, if you know San Jose. If you don't know San Jose, I think maybe San Francisco. It's kind of close to there. But yeah, that's where I was born, and I grew up to my parents. My mom's an Indian immigrant. My dad, American citizen since birth. And yeah, I grew up your average suburban kid. Did a lot of gaming, loved video games, loved snacks, just all the unhealthy foods. I would just say, just fucking throw them at me, the sodas, the candies, all that type of stuff. I was into it all. I would just like come home from school, pop in COD. That's back when we had disc games. Now we mostly do the download games. I'd pop in the disc, get a few drinks, get some snacks, and just like chill there, play my video games. I was a fairly good student. In high school, I graduated first in my class, which is my flex that I always bring up that really doesn't affect my life at all today. Like, it doesn't matter if I got fucking good grades for a little bit in high school. Obviously something didn't really click after I left there, or I wouldn't be sitting here making this video. I told you guys I'm broke as fuck. I mean, it's bad, some hummingbirds just pulled up next to me. They're like jousting each other. They're getting ready for the night. I think maybe this is their turf. They're trying to challenge me or something. But yeah, broke as hell, was a good student, got into drugs. Drugs really threw me off course. I ended up in like the psych ward system and like mental health healing system. What I learned from it is that you need to catch the stuff before you get in to the system itself. You need to catch your mental health issues before you even get close to the psych ward system or the sober living system. Yeah, I really recommend putting in the time to practice some self-control and stuff like that before things get too bad, because you don't want to end up in a system like me. It's been mistake after mistake. A lot of it's been my fault. Some of it has been other people's faults. It's a whole system. That's one thing I've learned from life, and this is, I'm really into the bigger pictures of things, and this is one of those bigger pictures I noticed kind of recently. I think it was through meditation. It might have been through drugs though, or maybe a mix of both. But I realized that everything is kind of interconnected. It's really weird, because you start to really put it together in your mind instead of just like thinking of it like, oh yeah, circle of life, circle of nature, all that type of stuff. You start to really put it together in your head, and you realize how crazy it is. Like, every word that I know has been passed down to me from somebody else. You know, I haven't invented any words. I mean, I've spoken using my own voice and inflections and tones and stuff like that. But yeah, every word, every idea pretty much has been passed down to me, which is kind of crazy, you know, and it goes even outside of human stuff. Like, I guess I share a backyard with some hummingbirds that I didn't know about until today. You know, I might not see how much they do around the backyard, but I guarantee you that they're out here pollinating, they're out here sounding to each other, letting each other know, when predators are nearby and stuff like that. You know, everything's very connected. I think as humans, we kind of get tuned out to it because we have things that we see as more important. This is another kind of big picture thing that's kind of interesting, and it might help you if you're feeling down, or if you're having one of those days where things don't seem to be going right. I realize that we make things bigger than they are a lot of the time. Like, if I'm emotionally distraught, if I'm feeling lonely or angry or hungry or tired or anxious or any of that, a lot of the time I notice that I make it this huge thing, and I start to, project that anger onto the world. I start to be like, oh my God, it's such a terrible place. Like, look around, like, there's fucking dogs barking at each other. There's fucking, I don't know, I just saw a fucking bird pick up a bug. It's such an awful place. Like, look at this shit. But then you really zoom out and realize, oh shit, like, the only reason why I think things are this bad is because I feel bad right now, because I have an ego. And when you can make that disconnect and kind of see the real picture, that you're making things important and that the stress doesn't exist on the outside world, that can be a shift. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know where the world came from. I don't know any of that. But I mean, I think it's pretty amazing how all these forces came together and made one thing, Whether you know it or not, or have pieced it together or not, you're nothing without air, Without the air that we breathe, which came from something, Came from the stars or whatever, plants changing things from the stars into something. We're nothing without rocks and fire and temperature differences and stuff. We wouldn't be alive without those things, So yeah, I mean, I think it's amazing. It's kind of like we're going through space on this, it's like we're flying through space on this cosmic rock that's like kind of just like a huge fucking dance party. Like, we're really like a fucking like a unit, just moving, changing things, just experiencing. We're all like this interconnected web that just moves around and experiences. It's kind of wild. So yeah, catch yourself before you get into the system. If you're feeling bad, remember it's not as big as you might be making it. And there's plenty of things that you can do to make yourself happy today. That's always something worth remembering. I realized recently, and this is the last thing that I'll say, and then I'm gonna go inside because it's getting kind of dark and I think mosquitoes are coming out. But the last thing I want to say is that you don't have to hold yourself back from doing something that's gonna make you happy today. I've seen so many things these days, now that I'm old enough to really notice the things. I've seen so many things that seem just like so like self-destroying. A lot of it's to make money, People will tell you not to eat certain foods because they want to sell you their diet pills or their workout plan or their, mental health support or whatever, or their specialty drink that's gonna fix your diet. People tell you not to go out in the sun or you're gonna get burnt. That's just kind of ridiculous. I think for certain people with certain skin tones, maybe it's less ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, we literally evolved in the sun for thousands of years. Like, we made it this far. You don't need to put on sunblock every time you go out in the sun. Swear to God, unless you got like crazy sensitive skin, then I'm sorry for that. But yeah, we make things way more confusing than they have to be. We tell ourselves to hold back from experiencing things that might make us happy or feel pleasure, and a lot of the time it's just a waste of time. You could be on your diet for 6 months hard, kicking it, just fucking, always eating the steamed chicken, always doing the white rice, fucking doing all the vegetables, adding some fruits in and stuff, some healthy fats, got the avocados, whatever. You could be doing that and then you get hit by a car. Or you walk outside and, step on a poisonous snake or something, So yeah, I mean, don't hold yourself back from experiencing the joy of the world. It doesn't matter how stupid it seems. I'm kind of an enabler, but I will tell you to use your discretion. Don't go out and just party it up and end up dying or something. But yeah, I mean, like, if you want to go get like a tub of ice cream from the store, go do it. Or if you want to get a 6-pack of some beverage, go do it. Life's too short. I believe that you should try to cram as much happiness into it as you can. Doesn't matter if that's what somebody else calls like artificial happiness, like eating food or whatever. Oh, that's not real happiness. You need this and that. You need connection. You need God. Nah, bro. Just try to make yourself happy. It doesn't matter what it takes to get it. You could do that with or without money. You could do that with or without this video or me, so just like try to go out there and get happy today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video and stuff. And like I said again, I'm Rajan, or Raj. Yeah, I make videos about random stuff and just talk about things, because why not? So yeah, have a good one.